Melissa, we can't hear
There's
you.
no sound.
We can't hear
Okay,
you,
good.
Melissa. Oh, there you
Okay,
are.
I'm so sorry. I
There
didn't hear
you are.
anybody talking back to me, so I was like, I guess everybody's just looking at me. Okay. Welcome. Happy April, you guys. Thank you for being on with us. And I'm excited for this month. I'm excited for April because it is a great growth month. We get to see each other at Zing Fling. And there's just so many things to celebrate. Coming off of a high in March, just some big shout outs. We had people that double ranked and we had people that hit rank for the first time. We're going to have lots of good people crossing stage in April at Zing Fling. And the first quarter of the year has started out very strong. So I'm excited for that. But I wanted to be on here today to talk to you a little bit about goals for the month and also talk to you about your social media and why we even do this and what you can plan ahead for when it comes to content and what you can do to get people to interact with you. Because if you, with your goals, you really want to be able to grow. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about some stuff we have for the month. And most of you guys should know this, but I wanted to share it with you again. So this month, Zingular is going to be allowing us to get 40%, and I'm going to share a photo with you guys here in a second. Is going to allow you to get 40% off of your, or for commissions for people that you're getting started. Okay. So as I go through my photos, I'll find it for you guys so I can share it with you. And you can see all my fun stuff. I don't know which direction I went with all this. Sorry, guys. I've had so much doing this weekend. I should just go to my text messages. Anyhow, so you're gonna get 40% off on your for your commissions, not off, but 40% off. I'll just stop doing that. On your commissions this month. When you sign somebody up as a distributor, okay? And so when it comes to that, as signing them up as a distributor, the best thing to do is you have to break it down. You have to break your goals down as to saying, okay, how many people am I going to be talking to? How many people am I going to be working with? And what do I need to do when it comes to sharing the business with people, okay? Because when you're talking to people about joining on with you as an X-brand partner, I'm going to find my photo first and then I'll share it with you guys. That's the most important thing with us being able to really grow our businesses is to bring on new distributors. And so as we're doing that, it's important that we have a plan around how are we going to get that done. And social media is definitely something we can do to get that done. But it also, we have to understand why that's so important. Okay. And that's what we're going to talk about with Shy and with, I keep seeing Crystal. Sorry, guys. In her photos, like it gets just me distracted. But I want you to think about too, breaking it down for your new rank advancements. At the end of the month, we really had a lot of people pushing for quick starts and pushing for new ranks. And when you're doing that with distributors in mind and bringing those distributors on and really taking full advantage of the conversations that you're having with people to join you, a lot of it just comes down to faith and confidence. You've got to have that confidence. And at the end of the month, I saw 2 people that are sister lines of mine go in and have conversations with people, and they were on the fence about being a distributor. And they just said, you know what, we've got you. We've got the tools in place for you. And we know you can do this. And just having that conversation and picking up the phone to do it or sending the voice message is what got them, is what got those people to say yes. And I witnessed it for myself. And so that's the important thing when we're thinking about what corporate's offering us too. So let me share this with you guys. There we go. Instead of sharing my screen, I'm going to share my photo. Okay. So when you're thinking about breaking down your goals, it's important that you talk about being an X-brand partner and you talk to people about what is in it for them and the value of what is going to help them. And so I love this graphic that Maddie Siddell sent out earlier this month when we were talking about X-brand partners and what it is for people to actually be able to make when they have somebody that comes on with the 40% commissions. Okay. So you guys, here's just a breakdown of what that's going to look like. And with people starting off with the different bundles that are right around the 120, this is with them starting off with that X business bundle. But the important thing is that as they come on with you, that and you just have that confidence. And yes, I'll make sure and get you guys those graphics on the breakdown. The other thing that I think is really important when it comes to breaking down your goals is not only how many conversations you're having and who you're talking about coming on, but looking back through who joined you last month that didn't come on as a distributor. So even though you only got the 20% commissions last month with them starting as a member, what can we do to help them upgrade to a distributor? And a lot of it does come down to conversations, you guys. A lot of it does come down to you picking up the phone and going back and talking to them about what their results have been and having them share that with people. And we have so many different people that advanced last month, and it came down to them being intentional in their conversations. Yes, they posted and used social media. Yes, they had conversations around the person's success, but they also encouraged people to have Facebook parties. They encourage people to go meet with people, make a list. Those things are so important, and you can't forget about those. And breaking down your goals with how many people you're going to have upgrade and go for quick starts, and painting that vision for them. So I know that Shy and I were talking, and Jane and I were talking about sometimes when you have a new person start, what is it that you need to have them share, right? And what can they say to get that curiosity up? So I'm going to have Shy, I know she and Jane is on there too. Initially, I was going to have Jane share first, but I think Shy's got an appointment she's got to be at. So I'm going to have her, Shy, talk a little bit about the why, and then Jane is going to show us what worked well with some of her new people last month and what we call curiosity posts to get people speaking back to you and maybe interested in what you're doing. Okay, so Miss Shy, are you out there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, sorry, I've got to get to an appointment. And I have a new grandbaby, if y'all didn't know.
Yay!
I have a new grandbaby Saturday. Had one Saturday. But why social media? Why do we need our people to post? But one, we have to start teaching people how to start warming up their social media, and then how to actually engage with the people on those posts, right? So a lot of times when I start somebody out, I'll have them put out like more of an engagement post to warm up their social media, right? Just a type of engagement post. And then what I want them to do, and I know Shanda did this, is we did like this curiosity post that says, hey, I just kind of started something. I'm going to give you all the details at like 5 o'clock. And it's just some crazy weird picture. And then at 5 o'clock, they go live. So in all of that, what we have taught is as engaging, how to create a curiosity post, and how to go live, right? Within all of that. And all three of those are important because you have to have different types of content on your social media for people to really, basically for you to stick out, okay? But if you're always throwing up the same thing, people just go right past you. All right. So you've got to have different types of content that pulls people in, and then being very engaging with those people on those posts. Like ask questions on your post. When somebody drops something, comments on your post, ask them a question back on that post. Like keep that conversation going. I'll just tell you this, you'll never beat the algorithm ever. So if that's what you're trying to do, stop it, because you're never going to beat it. It's always going to be faster than us, and we just can't beat it. But the only way that we can actually play with it and stay on top of it is by different types of content and by engaging with all of those people. Also, I want to say when you're engaging with those people in Messenger, that also helps your Facebook as well, right? So keep that in mind as well. I'm actually writing out a blueprint right now for my team because I'm wanting to go step by step when I sign somebody up and have it laid out for them. Actually working on that right now. When I get it complete, I will throw it over to Crystal and Melissa and Jana and let them go through it and do it what they want. And then if they want to share it, they totally can. But anyway, that is really what I have on social media, is just be engaging, change up your content. You do not have to post 300 times a day. One good post a day is plenty. Make it a good one. Engage. I think that's all I have.
I love all that, Shy. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you for those tips, because you guys, that's what we've got to be telling our newest people. And your newest people are invited to these Zooms. I know they get to see a little bit of what real life is like with us too, right? But that is so helpful. So now I'm going to pass it over to Miss Jana Dyer. And Jana has had a lot of success with getting her people excited and doing some specific curiosity posts. So she's going to share some of that with us today too. So welcome, Jana. So glad to have you on and glad to have your team be a part of all of our Monday morning mastermind. Thank you for being one of our speakers.
Hey, you're welcome. I'm actually scrolling right now to find one of those that it was a referral post that I had somebody make. And obviously she posts a whole lot because I'm like scrolling, trying to find it here because I wanted to tell you guys what it is. But anyway, posting with purpose is so important. And, I came on board like after social media. And so I've had to completely learn it. So if you're in that boat, and it's okay to like follow other people, just to not copy and paste, but to just find inspiration from people and, ideas, and then end up making it your
I think she's frozen for me too. Lovely social media. Okay, I was trying to find find what she had shared with me earlier too. She had put this in a group message, so let me get that for you guys. And I know sometimes even when you have all of your stuff planned, social media can do this. Okay, let's see. Golly, I am not finding this. Okay. All right, guys. Well, Shayna's frozen. I don't know if she'll be able to get back on. So we'll keep watching the see if she is able to leave and come back on and share this. So what she was going to share this is one of her new distributors and what they posted to get some of that engagement going. And it's more of a curiosity post. And like Shy was talking about, if you can get people to engage by asking questions and get your newest person to do it, that's the thing. A lot of us that are on here, I see there's about 49 people on here. There's a handful of us that have been doing this for a while. You've got to get your newest person to do this too. And then you got to go back and do the things that work. But for when it comes to social media, a lot of it comes down to just, oh, good. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jana. Sorry about that.
I don't know what happened. It's probably on my end because my connection's terrible. So I'm on my phone now. So anyway, I can't show you what I was going to show you. But what I like to do to keep it simple, like I say, is follow other people's accounts to get inspiration. And then, of course, don't copy and paste, but just kind of make it your own. And so as I'm scrolling, my brain is turned on to find good posts. And one of the ways that I store it is an app called Evernote, and you can like create different notebooks. And I have a notebook that has like personal wall inspiration or testimony group inspiration and those different folders. And then when I want to post something, I can just go grab that idea. And then I also have like a photo album with images, that is an album of content ideas. So that's just a side note. But when you're posting, it's important to make an emotional connection. For instance, let's just say product, I got started on Zingular and I noticed more energy. Now compare that to, oh my gosh, prior to getting started, I was the tired, crabby mom that would come home after work and literally want to check out physically, mentally, and emotionally. Can you relate to this? So can you see the difference? Hey, are you needing more energy? Contact me. Oh my gosh. Do you ever feel like the tired, crabby mom at the end of the day, have nothing left? And that is another thing when you're posting that I like to lead with. Do you ever feel? Because your goal is to stop the scroll. And graphics from the company usually doesn't stop the scroll. What I have found stops the scroll is just a family picture or a selfie. Stop the scroll. And do you ever feel? Do you ever feel anxious, frustrated about your financial future? I felt the same way. So connect with them emotionally. Take them back to before you got started with Zingular. What was your life like then? Because that's who you're talking to. You're talking to people, and I'm just as guilty. It was like, yes, I'm showing my lifestyle and what Zingular's done and yada, 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 all these trips, but people are struggling today and maybe they don't even care about that. Let's take them back to where they're at, meet them where they're at. So, just some ideas there. So I've been reaching out, like Melissa was just talking about, getting into conversations, being intentional about talking to people about our business. Well, guess what? Not everybody is going to want to do our business, right? So how can you turn those, no's into doing a referral post? So like Melissa said, been intentional about customers, upgrading to distributor, longtime customers, brand new customers, everybody. The conversation is open to everybody. No rock is going to be left unturned. So had a customer, she takes 2 or 3 products for years. Talks to her about the business. She's like, no, not right now. Can't see myself doing it right now. Okay, great. I do my business off referrals. Would you mind doing a referral post for me? I know you love the product. She's like, sure. I said, great. I will tell you exactly what to post. And I said, tell me what you love the most about your products, the products that you love. What have they done for you? So she messaged me and I crafted a post and said, here you go post this. And for her, she works in an office and it was mental fog, couldn't stay focused, wanted to be outside, no mental energy. And what she posted was this: do you ever feel like you're in a brain fog? Do you ever feel lack of inspiration, lack of motivation? I used to feel that way too until I found this amazing product that's helped me with XYZ, XYZ. Thank you, Jana, so much for sharing this with me. If you want information, reach out to her. So I ended up getting like 2 or 3 customers from that, but I'm in conversation with a lot more because she had a lot of credibility. She was active on her wall and had a lot of friends. And so she got a lot of interaction. Another lady I did this with, she hardly ever posted anything, was very insecure about posting. And so for her post looked a little different. It was like, gosh, I usually don't share things like this. And then I make sure there's spaces, because if I just look at a post that has a big paragraph, I don't read it. And so one of the things that you want to do is make sure you're spacing apart every couple of sentences, even if the post is long. I never hardly ever put more than 3 sentences in one paragraph, usually 2 sentences max to break it up. So that was how we started hers. She's like, but I had to share that I got started on some products and I ended up losing 9 pounds, 6 inches. But the best part is I feel amazing. My sugar cravings are gone. I can't wait to see what the future holds for this. Thank you, Jana, so much for introducing me. And she actually didn't put an image, which I told her to. And hers didn't get as much traction, but she still got some. So it was just like, you know, ask for referrals. Ask for referrals. If they're not willing to do the business, ask for referrals. You never know what can go from that. So, and it's just creating curiosity and not sounding salesy. So, those are just some tips. You know, do you ever feel, that's a great way to start the post, break up every couple sentences and share your struggle before they got started with Singular. And this can go for referrals and apply to you, business and product, and connect with them emotionally. So back to you, Melissa.
Awesome. Thank you so much for those tips, Jana. And I hope you guys were taking notes. If you're not, you need to catch the recording and type a few things down. There was a quick question for you, Jana. There was an app. I think you might have referred to an app someone is saying.
Yeah. Evernote.
Evernote. Yes.
Yeah.
And
you can,
and that does work good for droids because I know Sabrina has a droid.
yeah, it's like when you're scrolling and you find a good post and, you know, you're like, oh, I want to save that for later. It inspired you, copy paste, take it to your Evernote. I got a whole library full of
Yes, I
content
agree.
ideas.
Perfect. Well, awesome. Well, thank you both for being on, Shy and Jana. I did come back and I found those photos, you guys. You know, sometimes when you save things to your camera roll, it doesn't show up. And so now I'm a hostess. So I'm going to share those with you, going back to a little bit on the goal setting. Since it is the beginning of the month, I wanted to just touch back on this for y'all. So this is the biggest things that you guys can for the distributors that you have to think about is that you're doubling your commissions, and this goes all the way through May. So even if you don't bring on people's distributors as much this next 2 weeks, your confidence is going to grow when you're reaching out and talking about the business and talking and just telling people, what do you have to lose? Just, you know, jump in with me. One thing Robin touched on a little bit at the end of last month that is also a really great idea and an incentive for your people joining you as a distributor is to see all these different breakdowns of what you're going to earn when people start. So when they start with the X bundle, you're going to actually earn $84. You're going to earn 116 with the X Plus, 138 with the X bundle, and 152 with the advanced. If you take $49.95 of that and pay their distributor fee, you're still getting a good chunk of commission. Okay. And when somebody starts and they get their quick start bonuses, if you look at the very bottom part, they get the extra $100 or $200 in bonuses. So you've got to think about this in terms of part of you being deliberate and intentional on finding distributors is what are you willing to invest besides time, right? What else are you willing to invest? Are you willing to turn around and put some of that you're earning back? Okay. And so I wanted to share that with you guys for just helping you wrap around your mindset on what people are getting. And then the other thing that I absolutely love is this, and I've been sending this, or I've been telling people this, you don't, especially when I'm meeting with them or voice messaging back and forth, I'm telling them about why they should partner with Singular. And this little checklist is talking points you can give your friends and family and prospects that you're talking to. Okay. That we're the best company. We have award-winning products. We have a really great business model. We have travel incentives. We have amazing mentors. And then of course we have you. You have so much to offer, and your value that you bring can just be tips you're giving throughout your day. Okay. Like saving your photos to the Zoom ahead of time. No, we already had them saved, but little things that you have, the stuff that Jane already gave us on having, your something where you're storing your inspirational posts, things like that. Okay. And yes, we'll definitely share these graphics so you guys can have them. Sharing or making sure you're sending something though, and through your voice is the biggest thing that I can tell you. Voice and connections huge is going to give you the most success. And then pick up the phone with that confidence to tell people, come join us. You have nothing to lose. I'll even invest some of what I would be making for you, or I'll help you pay for your distributor fee. And let's go ahead and jump in and do this. That's my biggest advice for you guys when it comes to setting your goals, and then also helping your people be successful. So thank you so much for being on today. I know it was a little bit crazy. Shy, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much, Jana, for being one of our guest speakers. I do want to just pray blessings over you guys. We have a lot of people that are getting ready for Zing Fling, and that means that not only are they reaching out and bringing on new distributors, but they're going to be traveling. So I want to pray for everybody to have safe travels. I know next week a lot of people will be doing that, but we'll go ahead and pray for that today too. Okay. So, dear Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for this week as we go into Easter and we go into celebrating your son, Jesus, and you sending him and him dying on the cross and rising again. Lord, we just thank you for the time that we also have to be deliberate about our businesses and to know that you're going to be providing. So thank you for the faith that you give us, the confidence. Lord, thank you for just being that example for us each and every day. So I just pray safety for all of our distributors. I pray good health, Lord, for them. I pray that they have confidence this next week as they go out and share our opportunity and our growth, and that they just know that you're going to be providing the next wave of distributors that are coming, and that we're willing to do the work. The harvest is many and the workers are few, but we are strong and mighty. We pray these things in your precious name. Amen. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great day. Thank you guys for being on with us today. Does anyone else have
Thanks,
anything you want to
Melissa.
add?